are Locked On Falcons POSTCAST, part of Locked On Sports Atlanta, your team every day.
All right, guys, we are back in for another Locked On Falcons postcast here on Locked On Sports Atlanta, wrapping up a 25-15 Thursday night loss from the Falcons to the Carolina Panthers. If you can't already tell by my way I'm talking, I'm not very happy with the performance of the Falcons on tonight. Let's start it off, Jarvis. Maybe let me introduce myself. I'm Aaron Freeman, Locked On Falcons. Jarvis is Jarvis Davis of ATL Day Ones of Locked On Sports Atlanta. Jarvis, my friend, let's talk about Marcus Mariota and the horror that was tonight's action.
Man, let me get this. Let me grab the microphone, man. Like, let me talk to y'all for a second. That was the worst offensive performance I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely terrible. That was awful. Marcus Mariota played like a first-round rookie quarterback. Like, I thought I was looking at Ryan Leaf tonight. Like, that was absolutely ridiculous, man. When you think about just the reasons why you put a veteran quarterback in the game, and I think that Marcus Mariota was in the game for all the wrong reasons. If you're talking about him being in there because he's not going to, take bad sacks, he's going to throw the ball away when nothing is there, and you're talking about and then the play where he got saved because he was actually down, like the referee saved him from himself. He threw the ball when he was laying on his back, facing the opposite way of the defense. Like, what in the world were you thinking? Like, that was the dumbest play I've ever seen in my life. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you throw the football like that? And then on third down, you escape the sack and you're rolling out to your right hand side and you just run out of bounds. I'm sitting there like, so blank the field goal, right? Just forget anything dealing with trying to get 3 points. It was just bad decision after bad decision, and I'm sitting here for like I'm praying that people come in here, the Mariota stands come up in here and just try to defend this dude tonight, because that was absolutely awful. That was a waste of my time watching this game tonight, man. That was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it, Jarvis, because I'm like, normally I'd be like, I'd come on here and be like, look, they couldn't run the ball. They fell into a hole. We know that this is not how the team wants to play. The offensive line played poorly. The weather, it was wet. It was all this stuff. If Mariota had just been the normal level of just, hey, he just misses some throws and whatnot, I would be able to excuse it all and just say, like, look, the situation was a bad situation. It just didn't work. The Falcons didn't have it. But you're right. It's the decision making. It was like he had like 3 or 4 plays in this game that should have been interceptions that he had no business throwing the football in those situations. And I've been pretty patient these last couple of weeks. I said a couple of weeks ago that I want to see this offense evolve. I want to see this unit improve. And for me right now, this is kind of the final straw where we just really haven't seen any growth from this offense, being able to bring anything to the table as a passing team the last couple of weeks. And, I'm at a point now where I'm just like, let's see the kid. Let's just see the kid. We're at that point now.
And to be honest with you, and I was on board with that. I was like, okay, let's see how this offense can work. Let's see what Arthur Smith can do. Let's see what kind of situation he can put Marcus Mariota in, not to make mistakes and to be able to make some plays from time to time. And I was even willing to put up with the overthrows to Kyle Pitts and that whole situation, and not necessarily knowing what's going on with that connection. And then, they got Drake London involved early on in the year. And I was like, okay, this is good. You're not getting the ball to Kyle Pitts. Okay, Drake London, you starting to get him some work. And then he just disappears out of nowhere. And then he pops up tonight. And I'm sitting up here like, you talk about, the 3 to 4 throws that should have been interceptions You talking about 4 to 5 picks, man? Like that's unacceptable. That is so unacceptable, man. When you think about the opportunities and what Desmond Ridder is, I don't care what Desmond Ridder is. Like, I don't care if he's not going to be the face of the franchise for the next 10 years. I don't care. I just want to. He needs to be in there because I've seen enough of Marcus Mariota. I've seen enough of this dude. It is time for him to go. And to be honest with you, when you have a guy who can't make those throws, even if you are struggling running the football, even when teams are keying in on you and they're stopping the run, you got to be able to show me something. And Marcus Mariota wasn't able to show me jack squat tonight.
Yeah, can't say any better than that, Jarvis. So we will leave that conversation and talk a little bit about the defense, who did not play well in this game, but despite all their struggles, we're getting some stops to get the offense back in the game. But as you said, Jarvis, they didn't do anything. It was a terrible offensive performance. And so, I can't even be mad at the defense. Like I figured throughout the entire first quarter, second quarter, okay, well, Dean Pease was fired up at the press conference this week. He's going to get a lot of criticism, and everybody's going to be focused on, how poorly the defense played, a couple of big plays they gave up, a couple of third downs they gave up, how much Deontay Foreman was able to pound the ball down their throat, all these things. But like at this point, it's just like, I don't care.
Exactly.
I just don't care anymore.
And here's why, Aaron. I'm gonna try to see if I can dig into your head a little bit. Because at the end of the day, there's no draft going on. We talked about this on our show. There's no NFL draft with no supplemental draft going on where Terry Fontenot can go draft a cornerback who got kicked out of college, but he was a 4-star, 5-star guy coming out. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. There's not that type of talent that's out there to help you. People talk about Rashad Fenton. Like, hey man, yeah, he got traded for a 7th round pick. So what do you expect? Like, I knew that. That's why I didn't even really say anything about it. I mean, I tweeted about it one time, but that's the type of stuff that's out there. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're willing to give up some draft capital to go get those guys. But I think the one thing that I was ticked off about when it comes to the defense, man, Lorenzo Carter, man, like that dude. Man,
watch what you say, Jarvis.
I know.
You
see, thank you for bringing me back, because I was about to go somewhere.
You were about to say something you were about to regret. I'm just like, don't get fired, Jarvis.
Like, I gotta be calm, man. I gotta be calm. Like, it's just like, it's that one particular play.
Yeah, I know play.
When he was looking like he was trying to jam the tight end as if it was a pass play, like he was going out for a passing route. Yeah. But the running back had the ball, and the running back went exactly where you were supposed to be as the edge setter of this team. That's another thing that I'm calling people talking about Mario, blaming on Mario. Nah, like it's time to make some changes, man. And Marcus Mariota is not the only change that need to be made. How about this? I got 2 for you. Lorenzo Carter, bench. Let me go and get 47. I want to see him. He got a half a sack tonight. I want to see if you're going to get ran all over and team's going to run it for 25, 30, 40, 45 times a game and rush for over 200 yards in the first quarter, like, go ahead and put the rook in there so when they do pass the ball, at least he can get some damn pressure on the quarterback. And how about this? Adi Ogundeji, sit his ass down too. I want to see more D'Angelo Malone, dog. Like, that's where I'm at with this defense, because like, you can't continue to sell me on guys getting better, guys starting to evolve and all that crap, and they still doing the same thing. And when the young pups get in, you at least see some type of glimmer of hope that there's some talent on this defense. And I'll bang the table to say that it still is. There's some talent on this defense. It's just that they have to play more, man. That's the only way they're gonna get better. And I really thank you, Aaron, because you really saved me from saying something I probably would have regretted, man. I appreciate you, man. That's why I really respect you a lot, man, and I appreciate you as a friend and as a colleague, my brother.
That's
I almost slipped up just then.
Yeah, so that's what we're here for. If we're here, not here to talk about the Falcons, just laying a dud, an egg, whatever you want to call it, on Thursday night.
Right.
But I can't let you go out like that, Jarvis.
Thank you.
I can't have you laying an egg on this Thursday night, our only primetime postcast.
Right, exactly.
So I had to do my best to reel you back in. But guys, there's just not a whole lot of positives from this game.
None.
Younghoe Koo played bad, and Younghoe Koo never plays bad. Never plays bad.
Extra points. What are we talking about? This dude had made 71 straight extra points, and he literally just missed them. And he's looking like Where's Waldo as he's walking off the field. Come on, man.
Yeah, when Koo has a bad night, then everything went wrong.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, so
it's over.
Guys, we got a mini bye coming up. We'll assess. We'll see what the Falcons do over these next couple of days to see if they make some assessments, if they're taking Jarvis's recommendations and they're benching Mariota and Lorenzo Carter and Adeola Ogundeji, and I'm sure a couple of other names that Jarvis and Tanitra will have for you guys on ATL Day 1. Jarvis has got a list. I know Zeno's got a list on A to Z. I know John Chakri's got a list. I'm sure I will come up with a list on Locked On Falcons. If you have a list, guys, by all means, hit us up on Locked On Sports Atlanta. Hit us up on
ATLday1s@gmail.com, man. Send all your lists, complaints, comments, man. I'll answer every last one of them. I'll answer it or not. ATLday1s@gmail.com.
Jarvis, what's all the smoke, guys? So hit him up. Oh, you can only laugh. You can only laugh when
the Falcons. It's so funny, man. Yeah. It's funny, dude.
They gave us nothing, so we are entertaining ourselves because this team did not entertain us tonight. So, guys, we will have you covered all week long on Locked On Falcons, Locked On Sports Atlanta. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like, hit that bell so that you know when we go live for a future postcast. It's going to be a long couple of days, Jarvis, before we get to another postcast here, and we get to talk about Justin Fields and a young quarterback that's up and coming. Will we have the same conversation about a young Falcons quarterback that's up and coming? Just stay tuned to find out, guys. Well, yeah. All right, guys. All right, guys. Yeah, let's wrap this up so that we don't say anything else. Let's just end it, Jarvis. Guys, follow us on Twitter, Falcons Fans Jarvis at JarvisD90 on Twitter. Yeah, sure. That's it.
All right, man. We'll let y'all next week.